Hi, everybody. What's up, Tad? What's going on? Hi, Vegan M. It's actually a poppin' night in this town. Tonight I'm doing a nighttime stream uh, under a light, because last time I did one in the dark, and it just was a little weird. As far as like people that are trying to look into the chat or trying to look at what I'm doing, they can't even see. All right, so I think I got set up. How does my audio sound? Do I sound okay? Whew. Does my sound okay, guys? Make it like right here. This is better lighting, I think. It's not bad. It's not bad. Ah. Tell you, it's a fucking thing figuring out this tripod every time. All right, let's see. Okay, sound is good. Fantastic. Thank you. All right, let's start this. Literally facing a ton of people already coming down the hill. We got a shit ton of people out here. Let's see who wants to do this. Hi, guys. Anybody want to try a few quick questions? You want to try this? You're on YouTube. Are you cool with it? All right, my first guy tonight. What's your name, man?
Ben.
Ben, I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you. So I'm an animal rights activist, right? I like to just ask people a few questions, and yeah, you guys can listen in. Do you think, Ben, that animals deserve rights?
Wait, say that again?
Do you think that animals deserve rights?
To a degree.
Okay. To what degree? Would you say that bodily autonomy would be like a legitimate right that they should be able to have?
We love it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So like the right to one's own body. What do you think about that?
What does that mean?
Basically, it's like I have the right and the sovereignty over my body, and nobody can make a decision for me. So you know that one, there was a movement, or there was some kind of movement within like the Hollywood space years ago, where it was kind of like your body, my choice, and people were being coerced into doing stuff.
Yeah.
So bodily autonomy is basically saying your body, your choice.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it applies to humans, but
Okay.
I wouldn't see how you could apply that to an animal.
Do you believe in? Are you for or against animal abuse?
I'm against animal abuse.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So, I've had it happen a few times. Yeah, it's like okay, we gotta go. But okay, if you're against animal abuse, you have a take care. You have a vegan heart, right? But in 2025,
Have a good night, man.
you too. You guys take care. You guys take care. In 2025, nutritionally, we don't need anything from an animal. It's kind of wow. Look at that. That's the beauty of coming out at night. You get everybody out here. In 2025, we don't need anything from a being with awareness, like an animal, a sentient being. So it just leads us to the question, like, how are we going to vote with our dollar? What kind of change do we want to see in the world? Do we want to support systems of violence or systems of benevolence?
Yeah.
It's really simple notion, and nobody hears this message because we're all blinded by mainstream channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about going vegan?
Not really.
Yeah. What would be the biggest thing stopping you?
I would say,
Taste, maybe, I don't know. Some people.
yeah, taste. I think for me, it's like, I feel like there's not a realistic way to get enough like protein
Okay.
and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah, we get that from time to time. Like
Yeah.
like you know how the animals get the protein, right? Like from
Yeah.
the plants. If you just eat enough food, you get enough protein. I don't know if you know how much protein you pretty much need as a young man.
Yeah.
It's like between 45 and 65 grams a day. And shit, my God. And shit, you can get that so easy. I can get that at breakfast if I'm doing like a protein shake or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? People argue and they say, oh, the protein's different. It's not as bioavailable. I mean, for God's sakes, you know what the most bioavailable protein would be that we could eat? A human, because it's a copy and paste direct blueprint of our own DNA. We would absorb it seamlessly, but we're not supposed to eat humans, you know? And we could just extend that same reasoning to like, why the hell are we eating sentient beings that have
Yeah.
noses to smell and eyes to see and kids, loved ones, they want to see the world,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, okay. I would argue, I think that biologically, humans were supposed to be hunted. Like we're able to eat both,
We
right?
can. We're
And
opportunistic omnivores.
yeah,
Yes.
we're omnivores,
Yeah.
and that originally we started out as hunter-gatherers.
Yeah, yeah. There
Yeah.
was a big trajectory. There was a big genesis as far as our tapestry and our timeline.
And
True.
for me, I want to be as healthy as possible.
Okay.
And for me, it just makes sense to be able to eat everything
Yeah.
that
Gotcha.
I would get the most diverse, and like eating Whole Foods, like I can get the most.
Yeah, Whole Foods is a huge
Yeah.
thing. Whole Foods are the best foods. I wouldn't say animal foods are whole foods, though. I'd say that really only lines up with plants as far as like checking all the boxes, fiber, macros, micros, nutrients, minerals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you eat an animal, you're also getting something called TMAO if you're cooking heterocyclic amines if you're cooking the meat at high temperatures. You're exacerbating something in our stomachs called TMAO, which can be correlated to cancer and a myriad of other things. There's
Yeah.
cholesterol and hormones and growth factors, IGF-1, there's cortisol, there's a whole cocktail of things that we don't really know we're putting into our body because this information isn't privy and readily absorbable
Yeah.
during the day.
Do you
Um,
believe that that's from the animal itself or from inhumane practice and like how they're raised, or just like non-sustainable,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
farming, stuff like that?
even like you get the grass-fed mom and pops, the whole anatomy of the cow is not changing. No matter if they're grass-fed or if they're factory farming, they're still going to put all that stuff into your body, whether you want it or not. It's going in there. And yeah, we're opportunistic omnivores, right? But I could eat a human. I could probably eat a fucking a root of the tree. I could eat a cardboard box. I could eat whatever the f I wanted. We've just been taught. We've been taught, and we've been taught. Our parents have been taught. Their parents have been taught. Our police officers, our doctors, our lawyers, our priests, our religious people we look up to. We've all been taught that might is right, and it's okay to take this. And this is just how we've always done it, right? Well, we're here in 2025 just to show you and tell you that, I've been vegan 12 years, right? I don't take vitamins or supplements. My daughter's been vegan since birth. We thrive, and, different like science initiatives will tell you need certain stuff. Your mainstream media channels are going to tell you need to eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. All BS. It's all money. And if you follow it, you'll find the one thing and the one true thing that a plant-based diet can never be patented. You'll never see a plant-based diet patented. You can have vitamins getting patented. You could have supplements getting patented. Certain different, meat, cheese, milk, egg derivatives, but never a plant-based diet in general.
Yeah.
So what would inspire you to maybe take the plunge and be a protector, a guardian, because that's what you are when you're a vegan. Yeah, you're not as a hunter. You're not a guardian. There's nothing macho about that. Like zero. Like you're literally taking somebody that's very young and vulnerable, and it needs you to protect them. And you're saying, I'm taking your whole life, and I don't care about you, your family, whatever. This is the fact of the matter. What do you think about that?
I think it would have to be some conscious conviction.
Yeah. It is a
From-
conviction dawning type of thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
from
Conviction.
I would say it would have to be like some sort of conviction from God. Like
Okay,
I'm
okay.
very religious, so it would have to be along the lines of that where I see. I think for me, um,
Yeah, and I get the religious thing. Trust me,
yeah,
I've had the conversation come up a million times, and
yeah,
the one thing I always lead to, and it usually I never can get a good answer, is that if God wanted us to eat these beings, why did He give them a central nervous system, a brain, eyes to see, and nose to smell? Why does He want so much pain? Why does He want or would want so much pain inflicted on His babies for needless and arbitrary nutrition if need not be?
yeah,
In the Bible, there's all kinds of directives. I get it,
yeah,
but historically, that's context. That doesn't mean anything right now when I can just go make the benevolent choice and protect his creatures rather than, take the babies and just kill the babies, because that's what we're doing.
yeah, yeah.
They're 18 to 24 months old, and it's insane.
Yeah, um I think I'd have to think of I'd have to think about what I'm gonna say
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Cause
It's tough to really argue when you tilt your purview to the animal outlook, right?
yeah,
Like the animal doesn't care about all the excuses we have, whether it be religion, politics, industry, money. The
yeah,
animal wants to have their bodily autonomy. They just
yeah,
want to have, their choice over their own
yeah,
sovereignty. And we can play games and have like semantics over, oh, what about plants? But we all know in our hearts that animals
yeah,
have someone behind those eyes.
yeah,
So I would just challenge you, like moving forward, to really explore this and realize every time you pay for something, this is part of the legacy you're leaving in the world. When you give $1 to the cash register clerk and you vote for that system, you're saying, I want this to be the change.
yeah,
And you have to think. I guess I would think, is this what my heavenly Father would want me to do, or is this
yeah,
just what everyone's doing? So it's easy for me to do. But
yeah,
I'll tell you one thing: I don't miss a meal, man. I eat good. If I'm having
yeah,
breakfast, I'm eating whatever under the sun: oats, cereal. Lunch is Chinese, could be Italian, could be American, doesn't matter. You'll find the vegan version, and the best part about it is you don't have to be a bully anymore. You're basically being a guardian for these helpless beings that have
yeah,
no voice. And people can argue all the way. There's probably people arguing in the chat right now, but animal outlook doesn't lie. That's the fact of the matter. We look from their outlook. There's no arguing that. We can't argue. I can't argue for that person walking down the street, just like I can't argue for you. And sentience is a big thing.
yeah. Just curious, are you religious yourself?
No, I'm not religious, but I'm definitely spiritual. And I'll be doing an interview next week where we're going to be talking about spirituality and veganism. I don't think it's possible to be spiritual and non-vegan, and that's a whole nother conversation, because we're talking about energy.
Yeah,
We're talking about energy here, But okay, tell you what kind of questions do you have for me?
Um, I guess I didn't want to. I kind of wanted to tiptoe around this, but
Yeah.
I don't see the reason why I would. But I guess just like what I mean, if you think about it, there's the animal kingdom. It's
Yeah.
kind of eat or be eaten,
Yeah.
and the animals don't really care. It seems
Not at all.
it's more of
They don't-
kind of it's just survival of the fittest.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
within the design of just how this world was created.
Yeah, I would say I would first say there's nothing natural about how we eat animals, how we do anything to animals. Even hunting's not natural. We're using a gun that was built by tech, right? This is not
Yeah.
natural. Like a farmer artificially inseminating a cow and raping her 5 times and making sure she gets pregnant is definitely not natural. It's
Yeah.
totally artificial. So when we appeal to nature, we have to appeal to it from a very honest eye, and most of the time we don't. And we have to also realize that we as humans have this thing called moral agency, where we have agency, right? Like the
Yeah.
Spider-Man quote, "With great power comes great responsibility." And these animals, they don't really have that. They have instinctual kind of mechanisms that will
Yeah.
they'll garner what they do, what they don't do. Um, so as are there stewards and protectors, I think it's our duty to be protectors and not just
Yeah.
bullies and exploiters, because honestly, that's how every problem in the world including war, rights, racism. It all hails from seeing another person, another body, another being, if you will, as
Yeah.
a number, an object, or money to be made.
Yeah.
And we're here trying to get people to pull out the roots and trying to pull out the roots so we can spearhead a better world. Because people don't know, man. They don't know. Nobody knows. It's nobody's fault because nobody knows.
Yeah.
But once you know better, you got to do better.
Yeah.
And there's a. I wish I had a card on me tonight, but I don't. But if you go to my channel, it's Vegan Sign Guy. You'll
Yeah.
see all kinds of conversations like this. I have resources, interviews with like authors and stuff like that, and I'm doing one next week. This is something to think about because you're a younger generation. You're leading us, you know. But Vegan Sign Guy, there's a speech called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear. You'll see it on my page. Check that out too. And yeah, you know,
I would agree with you about just like I think there's a lot of problems with industrial farming and how animals are treated in that. I think there's definitely farms that try to keep it,
they try, yeah.
as
But,
moral as possible.
yeah, but
And
yeah.
um,
And I get that. There, of course, there is a distinction. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's an uptick when you. But if you look at some pros and cons and some different
Yeah.
factors, I would see it as an even worse betrayal when the animals are treated good. Because here they are. Maybe they have names.
Yeah.
Maybe they're naming them. And they're treating them really nice. And then all of a sudden, one day comes along and they get to be taken to a dark room and have their throats slit.
Yeah.
Like that is the stuff of Judas or Brutus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, industrial family farms. It doesn't matter. We're still taking the life of
Yeah.
somebody that's not consenting to have that life taken,
Yeah.
and we're saying your body, my choice. At the end of the day, the animal outlook will always have that kind of impenetrability. Um,
I understand where you're coming from.
yeah, and nutritionally, you'll be much better off. At least after this conversation, you might think about this some
Yeah.
more, right?
Yeah, I think I'm still on the edge. I think
Yeah.
that right. So God gave us dominion over the world.
Yes, dominion's
So-
a very interesting word, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, and I feel like that's essentially what you were saying is that we're the protectors.
Yes.
We kind of have rule over what happens and what doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Even if a lion might be dangerous, we have dominion over because we're so much more advanced. But I
Yeah.
think with that, there's also like cows don't have that same moral complexity that we
Yeah.
have.
They're vulnerable little babies. You know, they don't really
Yeah.
have a choice. They're at our mercy in terms
Yeah.
of how we exact on them.
Yeah.
We can either exact, it's binary. We can exact benevolent systems on there or malevolent systems on
Yeah.
them. So it is really up to us.
How do you feel about like I don't know what I can't think of the word for it, but people that they kind of live off the land.
Yeah.
They don't harbor all these animals and then slaughter them. It's more of just like they respect
One
the-
cow a year or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I've
well,
heard these things.
They,
yeah.
I mean, or like just kind of like people in
like far geographic off areas that have
like
to.
Alaska.
Well, if you're in a situation where you have to, I would still consider, if they're doing the best they can, I would consider that person vegan, because veganism is about doing what's practically, doing what's practical and possible for you, doing the best you can, right?
Yeah.
If an Inuit has to kill in order to survive, and they're doing their best and they're aware of like the vegan ethos, they're vegan because they
Yeah.
can't do anything else. But I mean that leaves a lot of implications for us here in the U.S. where
Yeah.
we have everything.
Yeah.
I mean we can do it, and it's very easy.
because I do respect the animals. I believe that
Yeah.
that you
And look at that. See, this is the other side of
Yeah.
the sign. That's how it's
should-
basically what it is.
you should never kill it's like the Native Americans. They ate everything that they
Yeah.
in the animal. It's like if you're going to kill something, you should be respectful of
Yeah.
that kill. You don't leave.
Anything.
You
Yeah.
don't leave anything.
But I mean, once again, and I'll challenge you to always defer to this when
Yeah.
we talk about said subjects. Defer to the animal outlook, because even if you're using everything from the animal, for God's sakes, that poor guy might have a name in his with his circle. He doesn't want all that. He doesn't want to be used for that.
Yeah.
I mean, we consent to have our organs used on our driver's
Yeah.
license. They can't. They're not giving any consent. They're just being,
Yeah.
what they're being forced into these things.
Yeah.
But tell you what, let me let you go. I'm trying to do a few interviews tonight. I
Yeah.
only got a
Get
certain
more
amount of
people.
time.
Yeah.
What was your name again? Ben.
Ben.
Ben. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I
It's been a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thanks for this
Yeah.
critically thinking, critically thought kind of based conversation.
Yeah.
And I challenge you to move forward just thinking about these things. Vegan Sign Guy is the name of my channel, so check
Yeah.
that out. And if you can, just look at some of the content on there.
Yeah. I appreciate the intellectual honesty.
Yeah,
And-
absolutely. We have to be honest.
Yeah, and yeah, I think for most people I wouldn't urge one way or another personally, but I'm glad that you have
Yeah.
a strong conviction.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you know something, either you can you can do it, two, you can not do it, and then three, you can not do it, and you can speak up, because no one's speaking up for the animals right now. We're not pushing it. We're not pushing views on people. We're more so trying to tilt their purview to see that they are forcing views on others. It's kind of like this very simple thing once you think about it. But let me ask you a question before you go. How many more animals do you want to see die because of you before you go vegan? What's your honest answer to that, your reflexive answer to that?
Um,
What does your heart tell you?
I would be kind of inclined to say that I'm not exactly tilting in the way of vegan, but
Yeah.
I respect people that do, and that
Well, you
that
got to
everyone-
you got to respect. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't really care about that. That's the thing. We care
Yeah.
about the animals. I mean, we want you to respect the animals, and I appreciate it. I want to. You're being you have candor. You're being honest.
Yeah.
But once again, I'll just challenge you to try to tilt that purview to the animal outlook, because that's where the real respect is, right? We can pay lip service to each other all day long. I love what you do. I love what
Yeah.
you're doing. Keep doing it. But with the real authenticity and honesty and real candor comes out when we act.
Yeah.
It comes out when we act.
I'm only saying this because I think that because they don't have the same moral complexity that
Yeah.
we have,
Yeah.
that it is a little bit
Well, what
different.
if
but-
think about this? What if aliens came down with a 10x more complexity, decided they wanted to farm us? You wouldn't be okay with that, right? You wouldn't concede. You'd probably fight back, I
yeah,
presume.
I'd fight back, but I think that's just instinct. It's just it's
Well,
what it
there
would
you
be.
go. They don't want to die. They want to fight too.
Yeah.
But they can't, because we've got technology that has completely destroyed them, because our
Yeah.
technology is so out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I agree with just the fact that we shouldn't be exploiting them.
Yeah.
But I think there's room for argument where if you have to,
If you had to.
if it's based on survival,
Yeah.
or if it's how you feel is the best way for you to
Yeah.
is to survive.
Yeah.
Is
If you had to survive, yeah.
Yeah.
In a survival situation, I'm eating humans. I'm eating whatever. I get it. But
Well,
think,
I wouldn't eat humans, but
if I had to,
personally.
okay, hey, touche.
Yeah.
But we just defer back to hypotheticals are hypothetical. If you had to in a certain situation, justifiable, right? But
Yeah.
right now, none of this is justifiable. It's just convenience, and we're honoring industrial narratives by feeding them the money they want so bad, and we're not disrupting that. We're just kind of here's the money, and they're loving it. They're laughing. They're making the animal subsidies eclipsed $60 billion last year towards underwriting cheap meat via the government.
Yeah.
You follow the money trail, you figure out what's going on, you figure out where the lies are.
Yeah.
But Mr. Ben, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try to get
Alright,
some more
yeah,
people out here,
we'll
man.
get some more
I really appreciate you stopping by,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah.
You're a
At least
smart
think
guy.
about it. Hell, ditto.
And I'm
Just
glad that you're out here preaching what you believe and not just sitting back.
hey, man, we can do that in this day and age, and we should do that.
Yeah.
But we're out here for the animals tonight, so I appreciate you
Alright.
stopping by.
Yeah. God bless.
All right, man. Take care. Have a good one. Okay, nice guy. We just we're going on for quite a while there, and I only got an hour total to speak up for our animal brothers and sisters, so I can't really, once you kind of feel a palpable wall, I don't think you can really just keep dragging it out. Hi, everybody. Hi, Ryan's in the house. Hey, look at my lighting. Can you guys see I got a little bit of a beard going on? I don't know. I just kind of got lazy. So, anyway, he was nice, but I don't think he was really landing with anything. But that's just, that's how it goes. You plant seeds one at a time. Each time, you talk to somebody, you might be talking to somebody whose fruit's ripened that much more. Like next time he talks to an animal rights activist, his fruit might be ripened that much more. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions. Let's go. That's it. That's it. That's the move. Hi, guys. All right, let's see if we can get some more people out here tonight. We're out here to talk to, well, a combination of both, Lewis, for sure. For sure. I've definitely been busy as hell. Let's see about these guys. Hi, guys. Oh, there's a ton of people out here tonight. Trees bleed, though. That's an interesting one. Let's see if these guys want to talk. There's like a big tour going on. What's going on, guys? How are you? I love how there's so many people out here tonight, though. I did not really see this coming. It's a nice day, though. What's going on, guys? Hi, everybody. How's it going? Okay. A lot of partiers out here, too. I might get some drunk people, who knows? That guy was like definitely not a partier. He was a very conservative, young Christian man. Haas Vegan in the house. Yes, we're going to try, Haas. Thanks for the support. We just talked to this guy for like 20 minutes. God love him, good guy, but it was tough to, kind of tough to get through to him. What's going on, big guy? You want to try this?
Oh, no, thanks.
All good? All right, have a good one.
I'm curious.
Okay, yay, 3 minutes, three questions. All right, sir, have a good one. I'm in heavy nightlife here tonight. Heavy nightlife. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm a little tired, and I'll be honest with you, didn't really feel like doing this. But how does a habit become a habit, right? We just keep doing it over and over. We put in the reps. I was like, I could do this tomorrow, but I want to stick to what I planned. You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, there's a little cutie, little doggy. All right, let's get some people excited. Protein argument coming in hot. Kyrie Irving, he's vegan. Well, at least we kicked things off with a 20-minute interview. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions. Test out your values. Why aren't you vegan yet? Let's go! Let's go! All right, I know.
Film too?
Oh, you can definitely film, absolutely. And this is YouTube. This is YouTube Live.
There we go.
What are you
YouTube
guys'
Live?
names? Yeah.
Sean. Michael.
Okay, Sean and Michael. Very cool. I'm Jimmy. So obviously I'm an animal rights activist. Why the hell would I be out here standing out here with this in the middle of town if I wasn't, right?
Yes.
So I asked people 3 quick questions. The first one is, do you think animals deserve rights?
Do animals deserve rights?
Yeah.
No.
Simple. Okay.
Like-
can you amplify on that?
Pets, yes. A dog is cute. A cow, I would eat him because he's protein.
Okay.
Not gonna lie.
Okay. What about you?
Same here. Honestly.
Same here. Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay.
protein.
This is
So-
interesting because we do like bodybuilding. So
Okay, sure.
It's interesting.
Sure.
Both sides.
Yeah, it's a great
Yes.
dynamic to have.
Yes.
So I guess I would ask you this: are you for or against animal abuse? And this is a binary question. It's a yes or no. What do you think?
I am against it.
Okay.
I'm against it, and I know that there are people that raise cattle and stuff that
Yeah.
do abuse animals.
Yeah.
Like Fairlife. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. You saw the whole problem that
down.
they had. Well, I would argue this, that
Okay.
the word abuse is very tempered compared to what actually happens behind the curtain that we're not privy to. I would say it's probably a 10 times uptick from abuse, because we're talking brace for impact. We're talking rape. We're talking they get laughed at, spit on, kicked. We're talking hung upside down, ear to ear, all for nutrition that we just don't need.
I mean, I feel like that's so extreme, though. I feel
And
like
that's what happens, though.
but
I
it's
know.
It's unfortunate that it happens, but I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a very small percentage. Not saying it's right. It's
I'm going to say 99%, because
You think
factory
99% they're, like,
factory farm. Oh yeah, well they have to rape the cows. Like you know how a cow gets pregnant, right? Like as far as like its process, a farmer basically sticks its hand in their anus, holds down their cervix, pumps ejaculated bull semen into them. They do this 4 to 5 times during their time horizon as a living being, and then when they can't rape them anymore, they can't get them pregnant. They say, you know what? Let's kill you. And then they take them away, they hang them upside down, slit their throats, and they're sold for cheap meat. And that's what we pay for if we're not vegan. So the whole thought experiment, or like the dynamic tonight, is just to get people to see that the dollar has a very strong effect, and we're not privy to it because we're meant not to be privy to it. Like bodybuilding, I mean, that's awesome. I'm not a bodybuilder. I do distance run though, and I run a lot. And I've been vegan for 12 years. Nutritionally, I get it all. I don't take vitamins or supplements. There's plant-based diet. Protein a day, it could depend. I probably get 80 to 90 grams a
I would
day.
say that's like very low.
Yeah,
For muscle building.
For muscle building, yeah, but that's not what I'm doing. And if you were muscle building.
Muscle building, just like to be healthy.
Oh no,
I'd say.
a male, it's between 55 and 75.
Oh, really?
75 is the upper threshold. If you're not, and
I
this
feel
is
like males that are like
that's liberal.
weak and, like,
Yeah, but
like,
even that's
I don't
liberal.
want to be someone who could just get shoved over eating 25 grams of protein. I'm serious.
And a lot of people think veganism is salads and fucking grass.
No, I know.
And
I know there's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
sources.
Like there's so
that.
much. When I was lifting, like I was benching 260, 270 about 4 years ago, and I've been vegan 12 years, and I was taking in protein probably 150 to 180 per day, something like that. But I kind of switched over to distance running. I read David Goggins' book. I don't know if you know who he is, but I read his book and I said, "Fuck it, I'm going to be a distance runner now," and I did, and I switched the other. But David, you're another one that needs to go vegan. If you're watching this, I doubt he's watching it. If you want to be a protector, go vegan, David. But so the crux of the whole thing is just to get you guys to think a little bit. Do you think we need anything nutritionally, even if you're not, say, bodybuilding, or even if you're bodybuilding? Do you think you need anything nutritionally from an animal?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
What is
at the end of the day, you have to eat animals. That's just the way of life.
Okay.
It is
okay.
just a way of life.
Well, what's the X factor? What's the nutritional thing that we need?
Protein. I mean, if you want to get big, if you don't want to be
Protein,
small,
fats.
you gotta eat.
Well, what precision tune that answer? Like what amino acid? What's the essential amino acid?
Protein, simple as that. I mean, if you want to bench over 315, if you want to compete, if you want to get shredded.
Okay.
bro,
Okay.
hold on.
Okay. He's jacked.
If
He's
you want
got
to
the
get
six
shredded,
pack.
you need
Yep.
that protein.
Well, I'll tell you, you got Patrick Babubian, you got Nimai Delgado. Have you heard of these guys?
No,
These
no.
guys are jacked, and these guys are benching over 400 pounds. They're vegan. They've been vegan for a long time.
They're probably also like genetic anomalies, I feel like.
Well, there's a plenty of them. Like you can go to Vegan Health and Fitness and search all the bodybuilders.
That's my girlfriend.
You're kidding. So well, you look at Nimai Delgado. He was on the cover of Muscle and Fitness a few years ago, and he's jacked. He's jacked, and he's all vegan, and he's vegan for the animals because you can do that. You don't need anything from an
I
animal.
would just say, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, I mean,
It's wrong to like abuse them, but I need
Yeah.
to get my protein.
yeah, I mean,
just
you
for me
gotta
to
get
feel
your-
good.
you gotta
So,
get your protein.
I get it.
I've been through where I just would eat like 20 to like
Yeah.
50 grams, and I just like I notice I feel a lot different.
There
So
Yeah.
should be some reform on how they're treated, but
Yeah.
we still got to eat them. I mean, we've been eating animals since the dawn of time.
We've also been raping, women forever.
But
We've been
people are
doing.
crazy.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
We've
People
been
do
doing a
anything.
lot. Like
There are
exactly.
people that do anything in this world.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but I bet
So-
you if you saw what happened to like the poor baby that you're paying
Oh,
to,
I'm
to
sure,
die,
I'm sure,
like
I'm
you want to you'd be a guardian.
But I feel
Like you
like-
guys have the physiques of guardians, but your actions are not guardians. Like you're
I
bullying
would
these little
disagree. I'd
guys.
say guardians have eaten animals.
Well, this is context. This is
Greek
historical
gods, all of
context.
them, they've all eaten animals.
Well, it's historical context, and that's fantasy.
Romans.
Yeah, but okay. What's that quote from Spider-Man? Help me out.
With great power
Comes-
comes
okay,
great
that's it. With great power comes great responsibility.
Literally me, by the way.
So that's literally that is what it is being vegan. There's no arguing it. If we look to the animal outlook, we know that they don't want to die. Just like me and you, we're sentient. We have eyes to see and
But then
noses
how
to
do you
smell.
explain a lion killing a random animal it's just the way
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah, well, do you know what moral agency
Because
is?
they got to eat to survive. They have to feed their family.
So moral agency is like that quote, with great power comes great responsibility. You have that, I have that. We have moral agency. The animals don't have that. They have instincts. It's like a responding to stimuli, cause and effect thing. They have to eat. But we can use our moral agency of our higher kind of consciousness and decide to protect them, decide to be guardians, instead of just like, we're just paying for all this bullying. It's like, it might as well be a little child that we're just hanging upside down, slitting their throat. But it might as well be. They're 18 to 24 months old. How old? I mean, toddlers are what? Yeah, well, yeah, but it's the same, but essentially the same thing, because you're taking a being with awareness who has all the things you have, and we're saying, I'm better than you, might is right, my protein means more than your entire life.
But a pig
But I'm
would do the
prioritizing
same.
my health over like a cow.
A pig would do
Yeah,
the same
and I do
thing.
too. Honestly, I see humans, I favor humans.
I would say someone who doesn't eat a lot of protein is not healthy.
Okay,
So, like-
why?
Because I feel like protein is important for being strong.
But you gotta delineate that answer better.
What do you mean?
Like as far as the essential amino acid that's missing, what is it?
Protein. Like
well-
I get it, you get it from other sources, but I don't know. I just
Yeah.
feel like it's different from coming from them.
I get it, but I would challenge you guys just to think about kind of the more alpha mind thing that I've presented to you. Because yeah, it's great, bodybuilding, you got the six pack, but what's going on? It's if we're not being guardians. What's going on if we're paying for
But, bro, I
systems?
feel like it's not like consumers. It should be like the people who run these
Exactly.
cow facilities
It's
and
not
shit.
us eating
Like-
animals. It's just the people that are actually doing it need to, just change
Yeah.
the way they're doing
Well,
it.
the people
you
that
can't just
They need to-
stop
they
eating
need-
steak, stop
Okay.
eating chicken. It's just never gonna happen.
We can do it, and it's
No,
happening
it
right
will
now.
But
genuinely
then everyone will
never
be
happen.
weak though.
More and more of us are coming out just like this,
More
and
and
I've
more-
talked to about
more and more
probably
y'all are
300
wrong.
people,
I don't know.
and people are going vegan because people are tricked. They don't know they're paying for these things. There's a big sect of people that don't know, and once they know, they do better. Like, it's no one's fault until you know.
I respect what you're
I
doing,
respect-
man.
I mean, I-
Thank
But
you.
respect the
Thank you,
animals.
bro. Thank
All
you.
I can do is ask you to
I'm
respect
gonna
the
think about
animals.
that, you know what?
These guys.
Might have changed my mind a little bit tonight.
Well, maybe you'll think about it next time you run into another animal rights activist. You never know.
Fair enough.
What were your names again?
Sean.
Sean and
Michael.
Michael. Well, it's nice to meet you guys. I appreciate the thoughtful conversation. All right, take care. You too. Okay, well, that one didn't really go anywhere. Anyway, thanks guys for being here. We got a few of you in here on Saturday night. Yeah, right? So manly. I mean, you're going to present, these guys are bodybuilders apparently, and they just couldn't tell me, they could not tell me what is missing from a vegan diet. Par for the course. If you're just getting here, we're out here asking the public why they're not vegan yet. We've had a couple conversations. The first was Ben. He was very conservative, Christian-like. I think he gave it some serious thought. These last two guys, hey, they gave me the opportunity to, exact the dynamic, get them thinking a little bit, maybe present them some things they haven't thought about before. All you're going to do is the best you can do. You're not going to switch people vegan, but the more and more of us that keep coming out here, it's gonna it's gonna get people feeling bad. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions. YouTube Live. Not being vegan is not being nice. Oh, okay, bud. Wow. We got a little bit of attitude city out here tonight. I know I should have told him about Game Changers, but I feel like whenever I bring up Game Changers now, like people are so brainwashed by these like anti-vegan channels because apparently Game Changers has been debunked. Oh, it's been debunked. You are what you eat. It's been debunked. What the health, Cowspiracy, they've all been debunked. All the carnivore doctors just debunk them all. So, it's tough to bring up this stuff. And even bringing up science in protein and nutrition. Hi there, how are you? You bring up science, protein, nutrition, you start arguing from doctors like McDougall, All these guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. And nobody gives a shit because they've all been inundated with meat bias science. And it's a battle of never ending means. Hi, guys. How's it going? Let's go. Be on TV. Hi, guys. How's it going? You guys want to try this? We got some music out here. So I'm trying to get a little bit more away from just debating on nutrition. I know nutrition. I've been vegan 13 years. I've been to all the seminars. I've read all the big books from the China Study to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. Oh, look at this guy. And obviously the nutrition is more sound in the vegan corner, but it's still, it really, from what I've seen on the front lines, just really is a nothing burger that leads to nowhere once we start presenting them with facts. We got to get right to the ethos, right to the intuition. Hi, guys. Anybody want to try this? 3 quick questions for YouTube. Yeah. It is just 3 questions. I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I'm out here. I asked people, the first one is, do you think animals deserve rights? That's the first one.
No.
No? What the heck? So, okay, so why? Can you amplify on that?
Yeah, amplify on that, girl. I just feel like we deserve to eat them all.
Okay. What about you?
You know, to an
Thanks for
extent,
questions.
but it's what is it? Survival of the fittest.
Okay, the last guy was
So,
saying
here we
that.
go.
These last 2 people that I was talking to.
Yeah, okay.
The survival of the fittest was one thing thousands of years ago, but right now, Chipotle. You know what I mean? You have all the readily available plant-based options. We don't need anything from an animal nutritionally, like literally nothing. So we ask people out here that first question, and then the second one is, are you against animal abuse or are you for it?
Definitely
Probably
against it.
Yeah.
Against.
The animal
And
industry.
I was vegan for a little bit,
Okay.
but I don't think it's but only for environmental reasons.
Okay.
Because the environmentalism of meat.
Well, I would say maybe you were plant-based then, because vegan is like for the animals, basically. Plant-based
I was
would be.
vegan. I mean, I ate like coconut butter and stuff, but I don't think that's actually very environmentally friendly either.
Yeah, it's
but
not.
I chose.
Yeah, it's not.
So-
But that's just one thing, though. I mean, the big thing is the animals. Like, we would agree that another being deserves body autonomy, right? Like, deserves the right to their own body. What do you think about that notion?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we extend that to our little brothers and sisters of smaller origin?
I
And,
wouldn't say I'm a sister of a chicken though.
well, we're all kind of part of the collective awareness. They're sentient just like us. They got eyes to see, they got a nose, they got kids, they have organs, they can enjoy life, right? And when we pay somebody when we pay a farmer, when we're buying meat or cheese or milk and eggs, we're saying, your body, my choice. And that's just the end all be all of it. We're essentially saying that. And we don't have to. So it's a beautiful thing that we can come out here and talk and have conversations with people and let them know that you don't have to vote like that anymore. What do you think about that?
I think it's different because animals don't have that self-free thinking will that we do. Like, we have free will. We have that idea like we
Yeah.
deserve more. I don't think
Yeah.
animals have that same brain. If they did, that they
Don't you
would
think,
be
though?
at that same
That's a
level that
great
we
point.
are.
Don't you think that means we should be even more protective over them? Or does that mean we should exploit them?
Yes and no, because there's been testing of if you let an animal grow to its fullest potential, if they grew to our age where we're adults and we think this is what we believe in our rights. But
How do you
if we've
feel-
grown an animal to that point and they've never been like, let's stand up for ourselves and create our own civilization, it's
Yeah.
not the same. They don't
Well,
have the same brain power.
I mean, that's kind of a speculation, I guess. But I mean, we
Can
could.
I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you feel about other animals eating each other?
The last 3 conversations, everyone's brought it up. So, have you heard of moral agency? Are you familiar with that term?
Yeah, we have moral agency.
So animals are moral patients. We are moral agents, right? So the quote from Spider-Man surfaces, with great power comes great responsibility. So they don't have a choice. They're instinctual. An animal has to be an obligate carnivore if they're an obligate carnivore. But we are herbivores by design, and we're opportunistic omnivores. We are. We're absolutely herbivorous.
Crave
We
protein.
gotta cheat though.
We don't. You know what we crave?
Why do we have to,
When you drive by roadkill and you see roadkill on the road, do you instinctually say, okay, I'm hungry?
yes.
That's an omnivore, that's a carnivore.
But we weren't raised in that way. If we were race in that way, we may.
It's possible, but this little tooth right here ain't going out into the wild, and it's not going to harvest an animal.
Well, we used to. When we used to be a hunter-gatherer species, we used to.
When we had to, right? But once again, we look at 2025, we look at what we have available. There's no excuse for it anymore. So, we can play like semantics with nature and appeal to futility, appeal to authorities, appeal to nutrition. End of the day, animal outlook is where we always try to tilt the subjectee, like you guys listening. The animal outlook will shut all your arguments down because the animal wants to live. And when we say anything else, we're making that choice for them and we're taking away their consent and we're saying your body, my choice. And that's the fact of the matter. What do you guys think about that?
I just think there's bigger problems in the world than animals, to be honest. I feel like I'm more concerned with people starving in South Sudan and Gaza than I am with animals dying
I get
over
that.
us eating.
And I love that. I actually love it, and thank you for saying that. There's a book called The World Peace Diet. If you can remember that, please check it out, because it chronicles the whole reason why animal agriculture is the root of that you just said. All hate, racism, war that's ever existed, it comes from the one dynamic, seeing somebody as an object and not as a person. Now, the book is called The World Peace Diet. It'll answer all your questions and address that along those lines. Oh, okay. But do you guys have any questions for me? I really appreciate you listening. I have a channel if you want to look up this conversation.
What was the book called again?
The World Peace Diet. World Peace Diet. Vegan Sign Guy is the name of my channel. You can find this conversation there and a bunch of other conversations. You can see heated conversations. You can see, soft conversations. Vegan Sign Guy. That's the name of my channel. What are your names again? Or what are your...
Bob and Sue.
There you go. All right, guys. I at least appreciate you stopping.
Yeah.
Think about the victims. Take care. Okay, we're back. We got a lot of partiers out here tonight. I think they might have been drunk. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this thought experiment? A few quick questions. YouTube Live. Someone just walked by and said, "I love steak. I just love that fucking steak." Thank you for that. What's going on, guys? Oh, I recognize this guy. Oh, it's not nice. Small. Come on, guys. Who wants to talk? Come on. 3 quick questions. Oh, it's not nice. It's not nice. Where are you guys running to? Where are you running? Okay. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions? All right, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice, gents. Bye, Jason. Have a great night. Hi, guys. How's it going, everybody? Not being vegan is not being nice, guys. All right, I'm in my mode, feeling a little warmed up. Let's get some more combos out here. Yeah, feeling the energy here tonight. We got a lot of, that guy was funny at the end there. I said, "Where are you running? Skip, come back." He said, "I'm not running, I'm with them." Oh, what's going on, guys? You guys want to try this thought experiment?
I like warm meat in my mouth.
Not being vegan is not being nice. Small man. Take care, guys. You're going to say something like that, we're going to proportion stuff right back at you. We're here to stand up for these guys, and we don't got much time. So if I provoke anybody, you guys are the witness to whatever takes place here. I just don't want to, get a violent person. Hi, guys. How's it going? Those guys look steely-eyed missile man. But Annapolis is a generally safe area. I mean, it's Annapolis. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions. Why aren't you vegan yet? All right, guys. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, but, I mean, if you've noticed, and anybody that's just joining us, we never leave. The activist always stays. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? 3 quick questions? Put you on the spot a little bit. Are you sure? I'm an animal rights activist, right? I just ask people a few questions. Do you think animals deserve rights? This guy's already out. Bodily autonomy, the right to their own body. Just like you would grant a woman the right to their own body.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like I seen where they put they give the farmer a crop permit,
Okay.
kill deer.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to do that, or they'll nigger up your whole fucking crop for a whole goddamn fucking season.
Okay.
And then you're fucked. You get paid once a year.
Oh,
And then what
okay.
you gonna do?
Well, we would defer to the animal outlook for any of these questions, right? Like an animal doesn't want to die because of our selfishness, our
No,
greed,
but you don't want
money.
to fucking die of starvation either.
Yeah, but we speculating there. We always speculate. That's never
because-
a real thing that happens.
But yeah, it will
We
be.
speculate that one.
No,
It could be, yeah.
It will be because I seen it, man. It's a
Yeah.
massacre.
Okay. Well,
It's
what
a
about
massacre.
the food we eat though? Like, I that might be kind of like a different fringe
This is
situation.
white-tailed deer in South County.
What about the cows and the pigs and the chickens that we eat for taste pleasure, and they don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to die. We just say, you know what? I'm better than you. I'm stronger than you. Your body, my choice, which is what we do to them. What do you think about that?
I'm alright with it.
Say again.
I'm alright with that. I'm okay with that.
You're okay with it? Okay. Well, I mean, you know, it's one thing. It's like we're only here for a few fleeting decades, so we have, you know, these moments to decide what kind of legacy we're going to leave in the world, and we can either exact kind of evil things or we can exact benevolent things, you know. And this is exactly what that is. This is that nexus where this said dynamic unfolds. What we vote for with our dollar, we either strengthen systems of violence or we strengthen systems of nonviolence. It's worse.
It's human nature.
It's rape, it's torture, it's spitting, it's laughing. All this happens to animals.
We're talking about cows and ducks and chickens and shit.
I'm talking about a sentient being,
Man, I
like
tell
you.
One thing pissed me off?
Yeah.
I was at fucking Fridays the other day,
Yeah.
and I got 12 fucking chicken wings.
Okay.
These motherfuckers were like this fucking big.
Okay.
Now, I put the 2 wings together and the 2 legs together. Goddamn chicken must have been that fucking big.
Okay. Okay. Well, he's not happy, right?
Well, that's kind of fucked up. I felt a certain kind of way about that.
I don't know what to tell you, but I'll let you go. Have
Yeah,
a great night,
I'll
sir.
go.
Take care. Whatever. Everybody, if you're just getting here, yeah, I haven't said it yet, but please like and subscribe. I'm probably going to go for another 10 minutes, guys. I wanted to get an hour in tonight, and we've accomplished that. How about these guys? You guys want to try this?
How you doing, man?
You guys want to try this YouTube Live?
Sure, I'll do it.
Oh my, okay, I'm
not?
on fire tonight. Everyone's coming
Absolutely.
up. All right, my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist. What's
Brady,
your name?
Brady, nice to
Brady,
meet you.
nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
So I like to ask people a few questions, and
Absolutely.
there's
I've always wanted to be on one of these. Absolutely.
they're
I'm
so
very-
simple.
Yeah,
They're so
absolutely,
simple.
dude.
These questions are so simple.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
I do not.
Can you amplify on that?
The reason I don't think animals deserve rights are what we think.
Not to drive a car or to
No,
vote
I
or
understand.
something.
I
yeah.
understand that they. Oh, hello. He deserves rights. I mean, as
Oh,
much,
he's walking a cat.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
But
yeah.
no, but I do think I don't think animals deserve rights because
Yeah.
the difference between us and animals is that we abide by rules and rules. That's always been the
Written
same.
by us.
Yeah, written by us. Animals don't have rules. We have rules, and that is always has always been the argument, or not the argument,
Yeah.
but the saying.
We
The
have-
only thing that splits us from animals is
Yeah.
rules.
Okay.
And that's why I do believe that animals don't have the same rights as. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that they don't have the right to live because they still fight for their lives as much as we
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't determine my belief for them having rights. That's
Okay.
that's what I believe.
Well, what you just said, I guess you could look at that from a few different angles, right?
Absolutely.
You could look at it from the angle that you kind of postured with,
Yeah.
or you could look at it from the angle of, okay, they don't have rules, they can't make rules, they're not at that intellectual capacity, so maybe we can be their guardians and
Absolutely, I
steward
agree.
them instead of kind of being their worst enemies
No, I
and
agree.
exploiting them. So there's kind of like a binary path you can take there from that purview, right? Like in general, like if you saw me kicking that cat over there, you'd probably be pissed at me, and you'd probably like, what the fuck, dude? And maybe
I agree.
threaten me. But what we do to the cows, the pigs, the chickens is much worse than just a
So
kick.
what I have to rebuttal you with
Yeah.
is I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you say about the animals that we do protect and the animals that we do basically save their entire species? We save pandas, we
Oh, okay,
save
yeah.
polar bears. So I don't want to say there's a trade-off for us protecting animals.
Yeah.
in a sense, because as you know, there's fish and wildlife. There's we've sanctuaries like Patuxent. I live near Bowie State, and there's
cool.
there's animal sanctuaries. We protect animals as much as we do harm them. I'm not saying it's okay, but it is for the. It is
I love that we do that, and that's our human hearts when we
Exactly.
establish these kind of like sanctuaries where we protect animals. But the beautiful thing about veganism is it's a non-action. There's literally no effort involved. You literally go into the store, and instead of reaching for the one milk, you're reaching for the plant milk, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Non-action. So there's no extra work that needs to be done. It's a simple tilting of purview and seeing the beings with awareness as actual individuals and not numbers that need to be monetized, exploited, raped, killed to produce. So I guess the challenge really comes down to the question that looms is, do you think we need anything nutritionally from them at all?
I believe from the research that I not have done, but I have intaked, I do believe that there are, from what I have seen, there is nothing that we can get from plants that we can't get from animals.
Or maybe vice versa.
Or
too,
vice
right?
versa.
I mean, you can't get fiber from an animal, though.
No,
You can't
exactly,
Get fiber.
exactly.
Yeah.
But from what I believe,
Yeah.
I believe personally that animals do benefit us. Like I like to lift weights. I mean, there are a bunch of great bodybuilders who are vegan.
Yeah,
There are also great bodybuilders.
I'm glad
who-
you know that. The two
Yeah.
conversations ago, these guys couldn't believe that. And I was trying
No,
to tell
there-
them
there-
about
no,
some
there-
famous ones.
There's a lot of bodybuilders who are vegan. There's a lot of bodybuilders who straight carnivore.
Yeah.
I personally think it is down to preference and what you believe.
Okay, so
I-
choice factor. Let me
I
intercept that
agree.
real quick. You have a choice to eat meat. You have a choice not to eat meat, right? But then,
We'll do it real quick.
then we tilt to a new choice factor, and it's the choice of the animal. So when we're exacting our might is right, kind of like, I'm gonna eat you, I'm gonna use you. We're making the choice for them, and we're saying your body, my choice. So when we paint that choice kind of fork in the road, you have to add the animal outlook too, because we're not giving them any choice if we're eating meat. You know what I mean? And a lot of people tell me, they're like, why are you forcing your views on people? Why are you doing that? That's not what this initiative is for. It's for seeing something that is already there and you're aware of it, you've just forgotten. We've all been vegans since we were born, believe it or not. We have this intuition that we want to protect animals, but we've been taught all these things through conditioning, and our parents, our pastors, our doctors, our teachers, whatever, they're all being taught the same thing by industrial interests, right? So I would challenge you to think about their choice, because you don't need anything nutritionally from them at all anymore. Like you don't. I've been vegan 12 years. My daughter's vegan. She's been vegan since birth. She's an athlete. She needs nothing. No vitamins, no supplements, no nothing. Oh, not nice, man. Not nice.
You're good, brother.
I talked to him earlier. He was a character.
Dumb fucking animal, though.
Okay.
I had to chase one through the goddamn woods.
You're a character, man.
This motherfucker. I mean, he's like running into the goddamn barbed wire fence, fucking himself all up. It's a dumb fucking animal.
Well, I blame that on the humans. But I know you're on your way. I know you're with your friends. I don't want to keep you.
You could ask me the other couple questions.
Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate you stopping by.
The one more question I have for you is, I actually forgot it, but
Okay.
So I'll just say.
Don't
this.
tell me it was the circle of life thing.
No.
Because everyone's bringing that up.
Well,
today.
no, I actually do remember.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's from what I said, it's how we have rules, right? How we have rules.
Yes.
But you, I'm not saying you don't believe in that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that. What is the difference between we have?
They're all from dogma, though. You know what dogma is? They're
Yes.
written by humans. It's their idea of
So
something.
say we are all in the animal kingdom. Say we all have species names. We have Homo sapien. We have names for just cows. We have those, right? What is the difference between them eating meat and us not eating meat? So coyotes, they eat meat.
Okay.
So what is the
Gotcha.
difference? I understand
It's obligatory. Like they have an obligatory kind of mechanism, right?
We don't have
We
that.
don't.
We
We
have
have
the
moral
choice.
agency. Exactly.
I do
There's
agree with
back
that.
to the choice factor.
But at the end of the day, I'll just leave it at this. And I do respect your views, and I love what you're doing here. I mean,
I appreciate
you're
you
having a
stopping
great
by.
converseen. I've seen many of
These
these.
are
on-
the conversations that we need to have.
Yeah.
That we can't have because industrial narratives suppress
Absolutely.
our message.
I love
And-
eating green. I love eating
Well, you can find it all. I eat Chinese, I eat American, I eat Italian,
Absolutely.
I eat everything
But,
under the sun.
like,
My daughter,
but
same thing.
the best thing that you said here was it's all about choice.
It's all about choice.
I like
Think about
the taste
that.
of chicken, so
Yeah.
I'm going to eat chicken.
Yeah,
That
but
is-
but think about that animal's choice that you're forcing your
that is
choice
true,
on.
That is true. I
You
completely
know?
agree. I understand. I respect your opinion, but my favorite food on this planet is chicken.
I'm
And-
gonna. Okay, right on. I'm gonna let you go. What
Yeah.
was your first name again?
Brady.
Brady, I really appreciate it. If you want to see this conversation, Vegan Sign Guy is the name of my channel. You can look it up. But I once again, I know you're on your way and you're in your mojo now.
Thank you.
But just think about the little baby, the victim.
I understand.
And they don't have a choice, and they're looking up for you for mercy when you go to the cash register and you
Absolutely.
give that clerk the $1 that sends them off to the chamber.
But
I'll let you go,
hey,
sir.
I appreciate what you're doing. I enjoy it. What I'm gonna say to you is, think about other people's choices. You know, that's all I'm gonna say. We all have choices in our life. Everything. We have
But
choices to drink. We have choices to not drink. We have choices.
I'd say I'm on board with that 100% as long as there's no victim involved. I'm
I
on board with that
understand.
100%.
I
But if there's a
understand.
victim involved, then how can we be on board with that?
Absolutely.
You know.
I wish you the best of luck.
All right, sir. All right, guys. Have a good night. All right, guys. I'm going on for an hour, so I'm going to get ready to shut down operations here. You know, it's been an interesting night. We've definitely had some good, thought-provoking conversations that have come up. Some people that have been game to talk, and as you see, future activists that are in here, you can get a lot of people just to come up and talk to you. Whatever's on your sign. You're filming, people get interested. You're enthusiastic, people will get interested. You invite them over, you have nice energy, people are all about it. You know, we might not have made any vegans tonight. Say again?
You want to take a picture?
Oh no, go for it. Go
Absolutely,
for it.
dude.
For sure. Are we all going in? Oh my gosh. All right, photo op.
I don't know the outcome of the conversation.
Cool,
We had a
guys.
great conversation. That's exactly
Yep.
what we had.
Can you get a picture of us?
If you want, yeah, absolutely. At least I can do for you guys
Thank you,
hanging
guys.
out.
Great guy right here.
Yeah. No, all good. Okay,
Thanks,
you ready?
Dude, I appreciate it.
Let's do. My wife is trying to teach me how to do this right.
Hey,
So I'm gonna.
absolutely, dude.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3, and a long one. 1, 2, 3.
He knows.
And a few insurance picks. Okay, cool. Cool, guys.
Absolutely, dude. I appreciate
Well, have a good one, guys. Absolutely. Ooh.
I've had a good conversation with him.
I see you guys are partying hard. We're all in handshaking mode. Right on. Hey guys, if you can remember this, my channel name's Vegan Sign Guy. Look me up, like and subscribe to it. Vegan Sign Guy. Yep. Cool. I appreciate you guys.
How do I spell it?
Just a vegan and then sign and then guy. That's it. Oh shit! You dropped all your stuff.
I know.
Watch out, you got. But yeah, that's the name of the channel.
You have YouTube?
YouTube, yeah, and you'll see this live right now, but I'm getting ready to shut down operations, so you might not see this live anymore. But I'll show you.
It happens.
Oh, sure.
Type it in.
So,
Straight on YouTube.
cool. Vegan.
This man's the GOAT.
Oh, come on. Vegan. Sign. Oh, there I am. So that's me right there. If you want, you can, sub.
What's up to you right now?
Cool, man. I appreciate it. And look at some of the content.
Of course.
For sure. Have a great night. You
Do
guys
you
take
like
care.
to interview people on the street?
That's what I do. Yeah.
Perfect. That's the only thing I watch on YouTube.
Oh, really? It's so engaging, and that's why we're doing this, because this gets heat.
Especially when, like said people are drunk.
And certain conversations are charged, and people want to see charged conversations. So I've been doing a lot of them. So I don't really they don't really get too crazy. I'm pretty tempered as far as like keeping the energy levels equilibrated. But there are some vegan activists that are fucking like really over the top, and people want to see that stuff too. It's something for everybody. The message is simple. It's the golden rule. That's
all
it.
that content, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm going to shut down my op, sir. I'll let you get back to your friends.
Hey, you know what?
Nice talking to you.
Thank you for.
Absolutely. Check out the channel. Whew. Okay, guys. Everybody have a great night. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. I don't know if I'll be available too much this week, but once a week, you got my commitment. I'll definitely be out at the latest by next Saturday night around the same time. This has been fun. We've had some characters out here. Yes, sir. Oh, you're back. Yeah, go for it.
I'm on the fence about it.
Okay.
I like the fish. I do like the fish.
Yeah.
Now, like bringing a shark in off the beach.
Okay.
Does this shark live?
Does the shark, like, we're talking hypotheticals?
No, well,
Like, if this, then that type of thing?
I get me a big old fucking circle like that big.
Yeah.
And a big old chunk of mackerel like that.
Yeah.
Put it in front of my boogie board.
Okay.
And I swim that motherfucker straight off the fucking beach.
Yeah, I feel like you should be in a movie, man.
And I'll drop the motherfucker, right?
Okay.
And then go back and just wait for that motherfucker to go. Bam, bam, bam.
Okay.
You take that rod and you run it up the beach. Because doing this shit, don't set the hook.
Okay.
This shit is so far there. So you gotta
I'm
take
lost on
motherfucker,
this dynamic.
And you got to run
Yeah.
that motherfucker up the beach just to set the hook, right?
Yeah.
Get it up in there.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And
Well,
then it's like a 35, 45-minute fight.
okay. I can tell you about one book, and if you're really interested in this, the book is called What a Fish Knows.
Yeah, but I won't read that much.
Okay. Well, all it does, I'll distill it for you. It just chronicles their experience. It's from a guy that's I think it's ethologist or ethologist. He's like a fish scientist. That's what he's done for 40 years, and he's chronicled their sentience factors and in the precise way they see their worlds, and it's really fascinating. And the book is called What a Fish Knows, and it's by a guy named Jonathan Balcombe. But sir, I actually got to get ready to go.
Do you fish?
No, definitely not, because that's taking their lives. You know, it's the same thing.
But this, I mean, no, ask a question. We gotta be on camera. Man.
Yeah.
Ask a question. Man, I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
So, when you fish, right?
Yeah.
You set your drag and then you let it run, and it runs.
Yeah.
And then you reel it in a little.
Okay.
Keep line talk, and then it runs again.
But why would we even do that in general? Like, why even do it in general? That's what I guess the vegan question.
To eat fish. And
Yeah.
I would, if I kill something, I will fucking eat it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what it is. I will
Yeah.
make sure I eat it. When I was a kid, my little brother, he got a little one pump Daisy baby gun,
Yeah.
and we took turns shooting that motherfucker at a dog on the fucking power line. And you watch the baby go, yo. Watch the other baby
Yeah.
go, yo. We sat there for about 20 minutes. Finally, he shot the motherfucker, and it dropped, and it was like, oh fuck. What do we do now? I said,
Yeah.
now you gotta eat it, motherfucker. I said, you kill it, now you gotta eat it.
Yeah.
And I made him eat it.
Okay.
Made him eat it. And you know what you get out of a dog? Yeah, breast. Not that big.
Okay.
You cut it down so you get two little tiny pieces of meat about that big and about that.
Yeah. Well, what would you say if I were to like?
And I never did it ever again.
Yeah. I guess our challenge is like we got to see these animals just like we're seeing humans, right? Because you wouldn't agree to doing that stuff to humans.
You know, turtle dove. If you see
no.
a single turtle dove,
No.
that means that its mate died because they have one mate for life.
Okay. I'm not familiar, but I actually do got to get going, sir. Listen, have a great night. Yeah, well, my time horizon's up. I'm here for an hour, and I got to go. And I don't think we're going to get anywhere.
I'm asking you.
Well, I'm giving you the answers. So basically, we always...
What a Fish Knows.
What a Fish Knows is the name of the book.
I'm not going to read the book.
And going back to veganism...
After 45-minute
yeah.
fight with the
but
fish.
this isn't stuff I don't care about, because we don't need to put ourselves in this position. We don't need to put the fish in the position.
I
know. But the thing is, when we exact violence, I don't want to talk about violence. You know what I mean?
I love catching it, but I don't want to kill it.
I got you.
When I catch it, does it die?
Yeah. Well, I mean, why even put ourselves in that position? That's the bigger question. Like, why are we even putting ourselves in that position?
I ask you a question and you ask me no question.
Well, the hypotheticals and answering them, it's all speculation, and there's no point in even going down that rabbit hole.
Well, what is the percentage that the fish dies?
I have no idea. You know better than me.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out because
yeah.
I don't want to kill it, but
yeah.
I love to catch it.
Do your best to keep it alive. That's what I would say.
I do.
Yeah, do your best to keep it alive. I actually have to go. I got to get home to the fam. You have a great night, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that guy, I don't know what drug or drugs he was on. Talking about killing all these animals. That's just shit I don't want to hear, And I don't know if he was trying to like taunt me there or if he was playing drunk. He seemed probably drunk. But thanks for hanging out with me through that painful conversation, guys. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. This has been, fun as usual, hanging out with you guys. Stay alive while I walk. You want me to stay? Okay, well, maybe we can do that. Ryan wants me to stay alive while I go to the car. I guess I can do that. A little extra content tonight. But, oh no, here we go. Someone's got the plants are sentient. This is a deflection. It comes from a very disingenuous place. This person could care less about animals, but wants to feel better about themselves. Um, yeah, if you think plants are sentient, you're vegan. If you're consistent on a logical basis, you kill a lot less plants if you're vegan. And remember, veganism is not perfection. It's not perfection. If you're an Inuit and you're doing the best you can, you still have to kill animals, and you're living in that geographic area. I would still, you're a vegan because you're doing the best you can. And the best you can do in this context that we're in right now, or most people are, you can yield a sentient being their own bodily autonomy, and you cannot say your body my choice to them. So don't give me that bullshit. Let's all man up and go vegan, guys, and woman up too. Be a badass, emancipated woman. Be a protector. Man, this place is crazy. Party effing city here tonight. But yeah, did anybody have any? Yeah, if you can, like and subscribe, guys. Anybody have any great vegan meals today? I had a kind of plant-based burger. It was a whole food plant-based burger. Hey, what's up, Haas? Be a vegan animal defender. Haas has got the rhymes, man. I think I heard the best one from Lewis like a week ago when he said, eat kidney beans, not kidney organs. That was a good one. Anyway, lasagna. Okay, right on. Ryan had some lasagna, spicy garlic tofu. I love that. Hiking hippo. I had some kind of textured vegetable protein, long beans, and rice stir fry. Cool. Not kids' organs. Yeah, exactly. That too, hiking hippo. Eat kidney beans, not kids. There you go. I mean, if you saw from all those conversations tonight, how hard-headed these people are, like how strong that inertia is. Like those two bodybuilding dudes were just, like that was a brick effing wall. I tried to appeal to their alpha, and literally told them, what's this guy doing? Okay, guys, gotta hang with me. I'm entering the dark alleys here. What the fuck? Bear with me. Okay, go away. Yeah, I tried to appeal to their kind of alpha, and they didn't like that too much. I disagree. I disagree. And I kept on reinforcing it. Hopefully they'll think about those things because you're not. There's nothing alpha about being non-vegan. It's pathetic. And I told them you're being a bully. You're voting for a little baby, basically a child, to get killed, and they were vehemently against that notion. Well, that's what you're doing. I told them they're 18 to 24 months. That's what the bulls are when they're killed for meat. I mean, we had some fun at least. At least we had. I mean, not fun. We had some activity tonight. We had some. We got some heat, and hopefully got some people talking. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm here at the car. I'm here at my Cybertruck. Just kidding. Definitely not. I honestly, I don't even think I would ever see myself having one of those things. I wouldn't want one. Let's see if I can put this here so I can properly say goodbye to you guys. All right, everybody. This looks so shady, like I'm about to, like that's my house or something. Anyway, have a great night, everybody. Shadow night. I don't know what to tell you. You're in your own little world. Just try to see the fallaciousness of this whole mission you're on. I love that hiking hippo. I love that. In a Marvel show too. That's so cool. There you go. Eat cabbage. Don't be a carnage savage. Peace, my friends. Until the next live stream. Love you all. Thanks for being there for support tonight. Let's go vegan and get these people vegan. Take care, guys.